Kabir, award-winning journalist and queen of Apomu Kingdom, Olori Janet Afolabi, has launched a food bank and distributed 150 bags of rice to residents of Apomu in Osun State. At the official launch of the Olori Janet Afolabi Foundation Food Bank held at the Apomu's Palace on the 3rd of June, the Queen said the gesture was aimed at providing immediate relief to indigent families, particularly in rural communities. The food bank, she explained, is not a one-off project. It will offer continuous support, including food distribution, nutrition, education, and counseling. According to her, and I quote, "The food bank is a symbol of hope and a testament of my dedication to the serving of the community." End of quote. I mean, Asuko, let's start this way. Olori Janet Afolabi, showing compassion to the people in the spirit of Eid al-Kabir. I mean, what's the idea behind this kind gesture?
Well, everybody knows how the country is,
True.
And she didn't want to just sit down and see how our people were either coming to her to start begging. She decided to take that initiative, to assist and ease the pains, of hunger in our community. Don't forget, maybe you don't know, she's from my side, but she's married to a Yoruba person.
Oh, okay.
So you can see how,
yeah, exactly,
how the whole thing is. So she decided that not just because she has been doing this, since she became a queen. 2 days ago, she decided to have a foundation, and with that foundation, she'll be able to get even funds from outside to be able to assist more people, because it's not just about assisting just 5 or 6 people, but more people. And 2-3 years ago, she decided also to do something like a non-interest loan.
Oh,
for women.
Non-interest free loans.
Non-interest free loans. So she will give it to those who have small businesses and those who also want to start up their businesses. And she has been doing this for almost 3 years now. But because it is, the festive period, she decided, okay, fine. This is a moment for me to, put smiles on the faces of people around my community. And every package is usually a moment to her. She says she believes that every package of rice is a moment of relief for people, for families.
Exactly.
Because at this point, people just need anything humanly, anything materially possible, for them to be able to hold on. And 50 kg bag is not a small thing.
Exactly, it's not.
So I just want to congratulate her, as well as the king, for this laudable project and initiative, to put smiles on the people of Apomu.
Now we have Charles Ideo joining us via Zoom. Charles, good evening to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right then. All together. Yeah. Now we're talking about Olori Janet Afolabi and her, compassion to the people in the spirit of Eid al-Kabir. I mean, your thoughts on this story?
Well, it's a good thing. It's someone I know personally. We've been together on journalism. I think she's been with us on journalism for a long time before she transitioned to Olori. Olori is quite that's a royal stool, royal title for the wife of a monarch in Yoruba land. I was amused that Asuko was already claiming her. Asuko was already claiming her because Toset has many uncles.
Absolutely.
She's my place around that. But she's got a track record that we can all be proud of. Because as a journalist, she also distinguished. I think she's won many awards.
Award winner.
Even when she was practicing the journalist. So I will go to sleep any day when I hear anything that has to do with Janet Afolabi. So as I said, somebody I know very personally. And I also like what she's doing. I mean, she's personally supervising even the distribution of the palliative and all that. So there's not going to be anything that we did not get to the target audience and all that. And it's quite commendable that one of us, a journalist, who of course Providence had gifted this role of a supportive role, you know, in monarchy, that she's doing this. I mean, some people will just be there and then they are doing catwalking and slaying, you know, the language they use, you know, dire and all this gale to slay. But she didn't just do that. Yes, she's in the palace, she's in the I mean, what you call enjoying the silk. But she said, okay, she said to remember the everyday people, people who are not so well and not so well privileged. So it's kudos to Janet Afolabi. If she's watching us, Janet, I'm greeting you. Thank you very much for what you are doing for getting the everyday people. And I do believe that she has benchmarked this, that even people like Atuko can go back to their hometown and also do something like that. We also, I mean, they also make the news. That, we are celebrating.
Asuko, that's a challenge for you now.
That is when they make me a king.
No, I think it starts from little things, you know, just little. I think I should also go back to Jebra and do something. But one thing that just got to me is she said it's not a one-time thing, that she would always go and, because in the spirit of Eid al-Kabir, in Islam, they call it charity sadaqah. Okay, and also just remembering the people, not just a one-time thing. It's a good gesture.
Yes, exactly. I think it's from a humble, this attitude, you know, might come from our humble beginnings, you know. So when once you know where you are coming from, you'll be able to know that, okay, I think I need to put smiles on the
Not many people who came from humble beginnings.
Yeah, no, but Janet is different. When once you see her, she's down to earth, you know, very humble. If you see her, you won't even believe that she's of that caliber. She's of that. You know, she was one time NUJ chairman or chairperson, really? Okay, and she has won award, not just ordinary award, international award, CNN.
That's really good.
So it's someone that, you know, once you read articles back then when she was in Newswatch, you will know that, okay, this is a thoroughbred journalist. And for her to now bring some of those things she was writing and making it practical, you know, it shows the kind of person that she is.
How can we encourage, you know, people who are of means to also imbibe this kind of character?
No, I think it is
not just
we
during
need so many.
seasons.
Yes, we need so many Janets. We need
exactly.
So many.
We need so many of them.
Like Charles is saying, he's now throwing that challenge to me.
Exactly.
No, it's something that I would wish to do and I want to do. And I know very soon I'll key into
outreaches,
it. Because I know, yeah.
But
you know, there was a time even, I think it was even JH, it was the Jide that actually supported a child, someone with money, I think it's either WAEC or JAMB or something.
Yeah, I think there was one of the best students in mass okay, in the university in Kogi
So we'll
State.
keep doing that as journalists with the little effort that we have. It's just for us to, you know, contribute our own little quota, you know, to the society. And now that she has opened the foundation, you know, it shows that when once somebody wants to say, Olori, take this small thing, she can say, no, put it in the foundation.
Into the foundation, let the people.
Let it, so that it goes directly to the people. And this foundation, she will be the one to manage it. And at some point, when once it's bigger, she will look for people, board of directors, who will manage it. And so when they are distributing things, either scholarship and giving small, non-interest-free loans, it goes to the right people. All right, so it is highly commendable.
All right, then. We have Caleb calling in from Owerri. Caleb, you're our first caller. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, journalist Hangout.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. This is my first time caller.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yes. Okay, I want to highly commend the woman, and it should be a reference point as a president to those who steal our billions to their own personal selfish interests. Just like former CBN governor, who built 700-something estate for himself. What a high level of wickedness. So this woman is commendable. And this is what the rich big men to do in the society. Those who are privileged to have millions of dollars in their accounts, through one way or the other. In a genuine way. They should help the poor masses. Because when anyone dies, you don't go to the grave with this money, but only to help humanity. So I really commend her.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you so much. All right, then. I think it's a fine place to leave that.
She actually
so
started
good
it after COVID-19. So just imagine from that 2019.
Exactly. And you know, the Holy Book talks about it's more profitable to give than to receive. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation.